And we're back. You were listening to the Offbeat Business Show. Thank you so much for sharing your valuable lunch hour with us. This is Susan Hamilton. I'm talking to Brenda Wakefield with Hands of Choice Therapies. She is a military veteran in business, kicking some royal fanny here in the Dallas area, helping us to live in more optimally with our health. We don't have to be sick. We don't have to be on a bunch of medications. And we really can bring our A game to everything that we're doing in our business when we're functioning at that higher level. And sometimes you see people out there that are really getting things done. You go, wow, I wish I could do that. And you start realizing, maybe they're taking a little better care of their health. And we should be looking at how to do that for ourselves.
Absolutely.
Brenda, you gave me something last time I went to see you. You gave me two things that worked very well. And I can't wait to tell our audience about them because this is a time of year. This matters. Do you enjoy being outside? I do. I'm an organic vegetable gardener, and I like to play with my grandkids out at the park, and I like to be outside. And I don't believe that just because the wind blows, I have to be sick and have to be on medication. I threw a fit about that about 5 years ago, and I just don't. I think it's in your head mainly when you start getting used to it. But at the same time, you can't deny that sometimes your nose gets a little stuffy.
That it does.
So you got a thing.
Just a few. The other part, I would say the other part, but things that I do in my business, I gather things that I hope and I've used myself, so I know they work to help my clients. One of the things that is huge, which I'm hoping it to expand, is aromatherapy essential oils. They are absolutely amazing. A lot of times when we have that pain, we go to reach for that over-the-counter med because we've been conditioned to do that.
Or even the prescription meds, which are that much
stronger. Yes, and toxic to the body.
I quite hate them.
Yes, but there's a place for them. I tell them I don't discount them, and I know there's a place for it. But then the other part I love is that God has given us everything that we need to take care of our body if we pay attention. Because no, I wasn't raised on aromatherapy and essential oils, but as I have in my adult years, I have found these things for myself. So with that being the case, the essential oils that are used I got a granddaughter, 9 months old now, that's teething. So some lavender and some Roman chamomile, that's what I recommend, and it calms her down. And the other part for that is to do some reflexology. I rub her toes. And where she starts to chew her tongue, she's sitting in my lap and she's chewing on that tongue because she's trying to get that relief on those gums. And as I'm rubbing her toes, that tongue relaxes, she relaxes, and it's all over.
Oh, that's cute. 9 months is such a precious age.
But it's so amazing. Your hands and your feet are a map of your body. So using those essential oils and putting them in the areas to where you have that pulse point, it's going to be absorbed into the bloodstream a whole lot faster than if you were to ingest something.
So it makes me wonder if I'm using that inhaler you gave me completely wrong.
No.
Because I put that at my nose. I don't.
There's inhalation actually is much faster than rubbing on. Yes, it's much faster because it's going to that limbic system and it's helping the body to send those relaxing and calming areas of the body to help you feel better a whole lot faster. So the inhaler that I shared with you is a breathe easy, as we call it, as we refer to it as, and it just helps to open up those nasal passages, helps you to breathe a whole lot
immediate.
Because it goes right there.
Oh my stars!
And it goes into it goes into your passages, into your limbic system, and your body saying thank you. And with that, now when you add the lymphatic drainage along with that, oh my goodness, it's your lymph nodes and your lymph vessels, and when you're all plugged up with mucus and stuff, whatnot, I always tell people it comes from also, how much dairy are you putting in your body? Whether it's cheese or milk.
Are you anti-dairy?
No. I'm not anti-dairy. I'm trying to keep you healthy. So dairy is a mucus forming agent. So I can tell.
I guess I remember that from my kids.
Yeah.
But you don't think about it as a grown-up.
No, you don't. You just eat what you eat and you're happy. So I know for myself, because I won't tell you about some people in my life, that they love their dairy.
Oh, Randy does. He's got to have a glass of milk.
But I can tell, all the time. Immediately. If I do dairy, I can tell the increase in the mucus in my system. So I just keep it down to a dull roar. I can say everything in moderation, but there are consequences for that behavior. So with that, I can reach for my essential oils, or even I do lymphatic drainage on myself, and it clears and drains that stuff, so you can breathe. I mean, clients come in and they're all plugged up, and it's just like, okay, lay on the table, and I go through and I do the technique, and just like, oh, I can breathe. Yes, you can breathe, of course, because we've enhanced that immune system, helping the body to heal itself. Your body just needed that little to get things moving along. When it comes to the other product I shared with you was a study assist.
I did a great job writing articles last week by using that.
And it's just like you put it on your temples.
I was just getting a little sleepy. I was just getting a little PMS tired. And I could tell that I was getting tired and I had work to do. And I thought, well, I just wonder, you've got something called Study Assist. And I didn't use much. I just did boom, boom, because my skin's sensitive and I didn't know how I'd react.
But with essential oils.
Boom, boom.
Yes.
And on my temples, and I sat down, and my clarity and my focus was really...
Yes, because less is more. With essential oils, just like, oh, well, I don't think that's enough because, I really hardly see. You don't have to see
we need to tell Randy because he's dumping oil.
No, you need to dump this. Less is more because you actually can counter effect what you're trying to do.
Okay.
So less is more. You only need a little bit, and it goes to work. I say that absorbency into the bloodstream is immediate, much more fast, like I say, as ingesting something. And it just brings that clarity to what you need to do. And even if it's, I have a regimen in the morning. Okay, don't laugh, okay? But I have...
Whatever you're doing, it looks good on you. I was noticing you. You look younger every time I see you. I don't know how you're...
It's with exercise, eating right, hydration, stuff like that, body work. Okay?
Discipline.
Yes, discipline. But I use an essential oil blend for arthritis. Got a little arthur in the hip. So I'm putting my blend on my hip. And then I have, to keep my hormones in balance, I have a women's formula for hormone balancing. So I put that on. And then...
I probably am going to ask her about that.
So, I mean, there are oils for almost anything. I tell people, it's just like, so if you need, you need that clarity in the brain, okay, we got that. You need a little help with the hormone balancing, we got that. But also along with the body work, not discount that, because I do go and exercise about 3 to 4 times a week. And so that helps too. Yeah. So it keeps the body lubricated because the hydration of the body is so important. So when you add these layers on top of each other, I just want to be able to continue to run with my grandkids.
That's exactly what I want to be able to do.
Right.
I don't want age to happen, and now I can't play with them.
And when I go on vacation with my husband, I want to be able to run along the beach, and just enjoy
dancing.
Go dancing,
hours.
right?
Yes.
Not for hours, because that hip say, nope, you're not gonna do that.
You rub some oil on it.
You're right, I rub some oil on it. But the oils are just simply fantastic because they do help me to take care of the body without a bunch of other stuff that is toxic to it. And that's my preference. Everybody does what they want to do. And adding a new, I've just recently come across a brain supplement, which is just absolutely amazing. You can go to my website and check it out if you're interested in it. But it is also helping athletes with concussions, a grandson that was dealing with some behavior issues at school, and we didn't know he's a good kid, but it's like he's just not focusing in school. This is Brenda saying, with the craniosacral therapy and this brain supplement that this kid has been taking for over a month now, he has not had a bad day in school since. The teacher has documented. They had him on a program. He's no longer on the program. He's not considered one of those kids that
what a wonderful success story.
And it was like, yes.
I love your passion for the kids and really wanting to make sure that our kids aren't struggling in these areas.
Right. We have to get them now. Because, you let them continue and they go on and go on and go on. It's just like they continue that behavior and people think that that's normal. Well, it's not. A lot of it goes back to the brain. There's so much brain work that has been done over the years and the research that has happened with it. And now all this is coming out. The brain this, the brain that. Well, yeah, the brain is the control center.
Well, for like 15 years, we were using old data anyway.
Right.
It's about time that information is starting to come to the surface.
Right, and it
become more mainstream. I mean, a lot of people are talking about essential oils. That's something almost everyone hears about now. But do you see the difference with talking to a professional about that and understanding how to use them? The difference is that, it's easy to consider that so common.
Right.
You don't really respect that's a medicinal approach.
Right. And you can pull a whole lot of stuff up on, the internet. You can Google anything. We know that nowadays. But it still goes back to doing things properly the way that it's designed to be. Because as I say, with essential oils, they can be misused and they can become toxic if you don't know what you're doing. So you just don't go and just grab and say, well, I'm going to go and take this particular oil and I'm just going to, pour it all over me. It's like, no, please don't do that. That is not going to help you. It actually can hurt you.
Okay.
Because when it comes to even pregnant women, and from the training that I received, when it comes to pregnant women, it's like, nah, they just can't use any kind of essential oil. I mean,
really?
just, right, it goes back to, they can't just use any medication when they're pregnant. They still have to be very careful. So they have to be aware of these particular items that may not be conducive to their health while they're carrying a child, because you could do some great harm. I mean, you could cause miscarriage and things of that nature. So you have to be careful of what you're doing when you're using particular things. Even with body work, it's just like, no, you don't get a massage in the first 3 months because the body is still going through changes and those hormone changes. And once again, it possibly causes a miscarriage. So that's why when people come in, or the ladies come in, we ask them, are you pregnant? Because we need to know. And I mean, I think there was one client that came in once that not until I did the intake did I know that she was pregnant, because people don't tell you everything. And then you start working and they be going like, oh yeah, by the way, and you just look at them and it's like, I'm trying to help you, but you got to be honest with me. And it's to protect them as well as to protect the therapist.
But it helps the more that you are, take that leadership that, of course, you have spent so much of your life stepping into anyway.
Right.
You bring that to your practice, and you can help us understand that. We don't even know what questions to ask, right? We don't even know. So it's real important as you lead and guide people through that,
right?
So that they can get that optimal care. And you're doing such a great job over there in Dallas. You're not far. Here in the Dallas area, your office is over there off of 635 and Preston, between Preston and Montfort on the south side of the road. Very easy to find. You'll find all that information underneath this video.
Absolutely.
So, Brenda, your new website's about to be out. I bet by the time that this video is out, your new website will be live. Tell us about
I hope it is. And the new website is going to be handsofchoice.com. Very easy to remember. And it's coming up and soon that it shall be out there. And there'll be some video on there that has been taken, and additional information about the services that are available. As I practice, my specialty is the craniosacral therapy and the lymphatic drainage therapy, along with essential oils and nutritional supplements, as well as the brain supplement, which I go to the website, take a look. You won't be disappointed that you did. We even have professional athletes that are taking this. Concussions. It has made a huge
And they're seeing
impact.
some serious
Some serious improvement.
That's
yes.
exciting. Brenda, friends, I want you to know that if you'd like to learn more about what Brenda's doing and her perspective, which is obviously very knowledgeable in these areas, she writes for the Offbeat Business magazine in our Health Beat segment every single month. So make sure that you've got access to that. If you download our app at offbeatbusiness.com/app, you'll have access to the latest magazine and be able to find out what Brenda is saying, because she's staying very current about what the needs are in this particular month. What are you seeing in your practice? What are some things that you can answer and help us solve? Some things maybe we're not looking at. I hope you've enjoyed this interview as much as I have. I hope that you're excited about how you can take control of your health and make a bigger difference, within your family, within your company, within your community, because you're really operating at a higher level. Stronger immunity means you're not getting sick. You're not down with your kids home sick as much. You can really do some great things in the health department for your family and for your business. Friends, reach out to Brenda. Find out. We didn't talk about the fact that you offer to go on site. Okay.
Yes, I mean, and there's corporate chair, if you want to refer to it as that. But even when I come out with my chair, once again, I'm not doing massage. I still can do craniosacral therapy sitting in the chair. You have the neck problems, you have the headaches, you have the migraines. Those issues can be resolved also with the handwork and the body work that's done while sitting on a chair.
So you can give her a call and make an appointment and have her come right out to your place of work as well. And I think that's just a wonderful asset. And you'll learn more about all of our upcoming shows, all of our podcasts, our videos, our app, our magazine, all of our sponsor information. Friends, there's a wealth of information at offbeatbusiness.com, so don't miss out. Make sure that you're paying attention to the information we're putting out, because we are the go-to business for business resource. Until next time, this is Susan Hamilton. You've been listening to the Offbeat Business Show.
Thank you.
Wonderful.